For the last 10 months, I've delved into the world of stand-up comedy to accomplish one ridiculous dream: to headline and to sell out the O2 Arena. Every open mic's been recorded, capturing every win. Yes! And every fail. Do I have what it takes to make it? Or is it too late for me? In this video, I find out how to get my first gig.
It's not like I remembered it at all.
I throw myself to the wolves. And compete in an epic roast battle.
Yeah, amazing.
Step 1, jokes. Now, I used to write jokes for a few TV channels back in the day, which sounds a lot more impressive than it actually is. It was 3 Sky TV channels: Chart Show TV, The Vault, and Scuzz TV. And you know I did a great job, because none of them exist anymore. I need to find an open mic night to perform at, to make sure that I'm actually funny and not just the quirky guy at the office. Oh, thanks a latte. I'm warning you, Gerald. But it's beautiful. Step 2, gigs. Everything seems to be done through Facebook, through booking shows to applying for positions where people have dropped out. I've joined the Brighton Comedians and someone's already asked for information. This is wonderful. There's Google Sheets. I honestly did not expect comedians to be this organised. In the therapy world, that's known as projecting. I got a message confirming my first open mic night for a week's time. Upstairs at a pub called the Caroline of Brunswick. Now, normally pubs in the UK are named after ye old names like Victoria, Elizabeth, or Henry. Caroline's quite a modern name for a pub. Like, what's it next to? The Owl and Mandim? That ain't making it. It's a day away from the first show and I get a notification. My first comedy show is supposed to be tomorrow, but I signed up just now for a show tonight. It's at one of the biggest comedy nights in Brighton. Professionals from all over the world come and play there, so nice. Well done, Dave. Trial by fire.
Okay, so first show back in Brighton. Meeting the rest of the comedians, it's a load of fun. They seem so friendly down here. It's not like I remembered it at all from back in London 13 years ago.
That was too much. That was too much.
There's 15 of us on the bill tonight. I am second to last, so the crowd's gonna be a little sparse. If I'm in front of 10,000 people, I'm good. If I'm in front of 20, ooh, it's a numbers game. 10,000 people, there's more people that's possibly gonna laugh at your joke. 20, slim pickings.
Are you ready for your penultimate act of the evening? Yeah, everybody welcome to the stage, Smiley Dave!
Hello, yes. Someone said, "You smiling?" I am.
The show starts well, but I'm forgetful.
Everything's gone black. So in France, when you look at each other and you don't cheers, it's 7 years of bad sex. Tried and tested. How many more years you got left? 7. 7? Oh, God.
I get a couple of laughs, but still nervous.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Smiley Dave, everybody! That was his first gig for 13 years or something, he said. So, not bad, eh? Not bad.
So back at the green room, that didn't go to plan. Definitely need to work more on my material, but I've done the first thing, it's out there. I wish it went better, I wish it went so better. I just froze on stage. Just need to go back to the drawing board, start writing some more comedy.
Hopefully the first night's brushed all the cobwebs off and I'm ready for the second night.
Awesome, we're going next act.
Thank you, Dan. Has anyone got a good superstition from their side of the world? When your ground is covered in ticks or flies.
Ticks and flies.
Yeah.
Someone dies.
Someone dies when she's covered in ticks and flies. Jesus. Does she have pets?
No, she doesn't anymore.
She doesn't anymore. Are they possibly under the bed still? She's forgot to feed them and those ticks and flies. Oh, she's here! She's with us here tonight!
The next night goes much better. After that appearance, I'm more determined than anything. I know I work well under pressure, and I need to hit some achievements, I need to hit some goals early and quickly, otherwise I'm not going to get this done. So I'm going to book myself into the most daunting night that London has to offer. The Blackout. Well, that's just silly. The blackout is at the legendary comedy club up the creek. 3 ruthless members of the audience are given a card to vote off the acts. You've got to survive on stage for 5 minutes with only 2 minutes of immunity.
My name is Dave Brown. With an E. Brody! He's right. I got my whole school life flashing back to me right now. Love apps, dating apps, which they're normally called. Which side, hypothetically, would you be on?
The voting begins.
I'm
2
currently
down.
dealing with
Can I
that
make it
very
to 5
situation.
minutes?
Because my girlfriend is from...
It was genuinely the most brutal 3 minutes of my life. Turns out the host of Up the Creek of doing this is the same guy that gave me some advice 13 years ago on my last ever stand-up, which led to me getting some TV work. It was great to see him tonight, and yeah, get down Up the Creek if you can. I'm glad I did it. It was horrible, it was horrendous, but no risk, no reward. I got no reward.
I need to pick myself back up again. Luckily, I'm only 2 days away from the next show.
Join this. Look at that is master craftsmanship there. Gets the job done. It's impressive.
Awesome, mate. That's what we want.
Dave Brown!
How you doing? Cheers, baby. Dog will come up to you, sit down, it'll sit, lie, you look good in pink, thank you very much. Right, that sort of thing. So.
Also, I signed myself up for a roast battle in Southampton for the following week. A roast battle is a word war between 2 people using savage insults or jokes. Comedians get in touch with each other beforehand to exchange information. And luckily, I've got hilarious London comic, Luke McCarthy.
Right, let's get Dan Brown and Luke McCarthy.
Not off to a great start.
Dave Brown. That's all right. That's all right. Dan Brown. That's the book guy. It's the author.
I can't show you the whole thing, so here's a few highlights that are YouTube friendly.
After you, Dave.
After me, all right. When he's not dressed like every merch seller at every O2 Academy.
Dave looks like Dudley from Harry Potter when he goes into witness protection. Kind of looks a little bit like Seth Rogen, but less good looking and less funny.
When Luke's not taking fashion advice from Deadliest Catch.
I'm having that one, mate. I'm having that. Dave went to 5 different primary schools to try and find a date for this evening.
When Luke isn't throwing orange paint at sunflowers.
He does have a girlfriend. Dave, first date was at a gig for a band called A Day to Remember. Dave took her home, gave her a night to forget.
When Luke's not deciding what shape he's going to be putting on your latte. Luke looks like he sells dodgy rental scuba gear. Unfortunately, he doesn't go swimming with the fishes anymore because the restraining order applies to all schools.
Battle complete. It's time for the scores from the judges.
I'm taking half of those. So good.
Yeah, really tough call actually.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. But for me, it's got to be Luke.
Luke gets the first judge's approval. With only 2 judges left, the next one's crucial.
I agree with Katie, that was tough, that was so funny. I'll say Luke, being with my sister's a massive Potterhead, so the Dudley Dursley joke was, yes, up there. Dave! I think because the outfit jokes were so memorable and each one was spot on, I'm going to have to go with Dave. Dave!
With 1 point apiece, it all comes down to the last judge.
The pressure, actually, is they're both amazing. Yeah. Can I just say, they both look like possible characters from the game Tony Hawk. The jokes that I really liked was merch at the O2, the orange paint, latte, and the dodgy scuba gear. I got the actual one. It was really difficult to choose. I think kind of Dave overall won that thing.
My first win in the stand-up world. Although it really doesn't matter. The whole point is to put on an excellent show for the audience. And I was very lucky to be paired with a showman that wrote some great jokes. In part 2, a writing course I attend goes horribly wrong.
Just because time not on my side.
And I performed my first hour-long show at the Brighton Fringe. When I meet someone that changes everything.
I don't think I'm going to have a problem selling tickets anymore to the shows.